Alright fam, today we've got a spicy showdown. Sony just dropped the A7S IV and the FX3 Mark II, and honestly, these two are causing chaos in the creator world. One is built like a hybrid powerhouse, the other is basically a mini cinema tank, and both are flexing some wild new upgrades. So in this video, I'm breaking down everything that actually matters. Image quality, low light, autofocus, overheating, dynamic range, and which one is the better pick for real-world shooting. Whether you're a filmmaker, a content creator, or someone who just wants the cleanest footage possible, this comparison is gonna save you a whole lot of time, and probably a whole lot of money too. Let's get into it. Alright fam, let's kick this off with a hook. Sony really woke up and chose violence with the A7S IV. This thing isn't just an upgrade, it's basically Sony saying, yeah, we heard your complaints, and we went crazy anyway. Now let's talk design and build. The A7S IV keeps that classic A7 body shape, but with way better ergonomic. The grip feels chunkier and way more secure, the buttons are more tactile, and that updated menu system actually makes sense now, finally. The new tilt-flip hybrid screen is clutch. Perfect for both filmmaking and YouTube setup. It's weather-sealed, tough, and honestly feels premium in the hand. Moving to specs and performance, and bro, this camera slaps. We're talking 4K up to 120 frames per second with cleaner details, improved rolling shutter, a sharper new sensor, and Sony's next-gen autofocus that basically reads your mind. Low light? Still elite. Dynamic range? Kinda insane. And the color science looks way more natural this time, less of that Sony blue tint everyone memes about. Plus, overheating? Barely an issue now. Now for the pros and cons. Pros. Absolute beast in low light. Crispy 4K quality. Autofocus that locks on like a magnet. Better screen plus ergonomic. Way improved color and menus. Cons. Still no 6K or 8K. Price is definitely on the ouch side. Needs CFexpress if you want the top-tier codec. Not ideal for photography-focused creators. And finally, the verdict and price. The A7S IV is basically a filmmaker's dream. If you shoot weddings, YouTube, documentaries, travel, or anything low-light heavy, this camera is AW. The only L is the price, sitting in that premium zone. But you're paying for reliability and performance that genuinely feels next-gen. If your content is video first, the A7S IV is absolutely worth it. Let's start with the hook. Sony really said, cinema camera but make it compact, and the FX3 Mark II pulled up like, bet. This thing is basically the glow-up everyone was waiting for. If the original FX3 was AW, this one is a full-on cheat code for filmmakers. Now design and build. The FX3 Mark II keeps that lightweight, rugged cinema body vibe, but everything feels tighter and cleaner. The top handle is sturdier, the tally lamps are brighter, and Sony gave us more customizable buttons because they know we love pretending we're on a Hollywood set. The new airflow and internal cooling redesign? Chef's kiss. This thing stays chill even when you don't. Time for specs and performance, and yeah. Sony went wild. You're getting sharper 4K with better oversampling, improved rolling shutter, and color science that finally feels cinematic straight out of camera. The autofocus? Bro, it sticks to subjects like Velcro. Low light? Still elite tier, because it's Sony S-series DNA. Plus, the updated codec options and better dynamic range make this thing feel way more cinema-ready than before. And for the gimbal shooters, this camera balances like a dream. Now the pros and cons. Pros. Legit cinema look in a tiny body. Updated cooling equals no unnecessary overheating drama. Beautiful color as Cinetone hits different. Beast AF and clean 4K. Built for filmmaking workflows. Cons. Still no EVF if you care. Price moves into commitment territory. Photography is mid. Needs fast cards for high-end mode. And finally, verdict and price. The FX3 Mark II is a filmmaker's toy that feels professional without being bulky. For travel filmmakers, indie shooters, commercial creators, and anyone who lives in S-Log, this camera is a straight yes. Price is definitely spicy, but if video is your whole personality, this thing is worth every rupee. Aight fam, that wraps up the review. If you're still deciding between these cameras, drop your questions in the comments. I got you. And if this video helped even a little, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next breakdown. I've got more camera reviews, comparisons, and real-world tests coming up, so stay locked in. Thanks for watching, stay creative, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.